So Loretta Lynn's one of the most iconic motorcycle race tracks in the world, especially on the amateur racing scene. The GNCC EMTB series has got an FIM World Championship race at the front end of the Amateur National Championship at Loretta. So we're heading down. I picked up Colin and we're rolling down over to Tennessee. We rented a box van, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. I've never been to this track. It's legendary, it's iconic, it's all the things. So we're excited to go, check it out and see what we can do. Made it to Loretta's. Just a casual Lamborghini in our pit.
Yeah, well, tell him to move.
I mean, somebody move this POS. I gotta park my van somewhere.
This is Coop Dogs.
Yeah.
First car.
We might not have the greatest pit setup, but we are the only people with a Lambo in our pit. That is for sure. Hey, somebody needs to get a picture of that. Coop,
Hey,
is this how you get all the girls?
Are the keys in it?
Coop, is this how you get all the girls? Yeah? Okay, well, great way to start the week off, or weekend off. Saturday morning, race day, and it is, it's raining on us. It's gonna be muddy today. What do you think?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Is it gonna be muddy, or what are we doing here?
I think the dust may be an issue, but I think we'll overcome it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
could be a bit dry.
Definitely a dust-free day.
I mean, just waterfalls.
I'm Andrew Ingram from Crossville, Tennessee.
This is your first e-bike race, huh? We haven't even started yet, and the bike looks like that, so that's, yeah.
It's slick out there.
Yeah, it's just to get a little preview of, yeah, so. Are you excited about the race?
I have never been more excited. This is going to be fun.
It is gonna be fun. You're a downhill guy, right?
Yeah, I raced downhill most of my life. Like this much cross country and road. So this is gonna be quite a ways outside my experience.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, there's some places where some bike skill might actually help.
That one downhill right before the finish,
Oh yeah.
your downhill skills,
Oh yeah.
you're not gonna be holding back at all when other people are gonna be puckered up coming down it. So
fun. I love that. That's actually my favorite spot on the whole course. Like
yeah, no
straight
doubt.
Down, man.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Dude, nice race. What
Yeah.
I mean, so obviously covered in mud. What was the lowdown? How'd we do?
We had a good start. The whole team seemed to have a really good start. First in the woods, first hit the climb. That was the plan. Get out front, try to set a nice pace, which we did. Bike was dialed in. I overshot the part of the track, and mechanicals from that point on just chain sucked bad. Derailleur, I'm really kind of fortunate that I was able to finish lap after lap on that thing. Stopped a few times, sprayed some WD-40 on it, tried to loosen things up, splashed some puddles while I was out there. So all in all, I mean, I guess can't complain. Fourth place. I will go home with the points lead, so that was the overall agenda this weekend, was to have the points lead at the end of this one. So that's mission accomplished, I guess.
Nice work, dude.
Yep, thank you.
So we all finished.
Yep. Which was awesome.
Yeah, and you finished. I mean, do you know what you got?
I got second.
Okay.
Yeah, got a flat on halfway through the first lap, but again, thanks to Cushcore, I just rode it. The tire stayed on. Probably felt like it was like 8 psi, which in these conditions with the mud felt pretty good. So passed the guy that was in second. He had a mechanical and just tried to stay ahead of anybody behind me.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good ride, dude.
Good ride. Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, we've got Daddy DK, who's starting to become a celebrity. He's coming across the line now and signing autographs. Hey, Dave, let me see your arm. Let's show the arm. He comes across the line and whips out a Sharpie like, look at this guy, lady killer. Whips out a Sharpie like he's...
Not everybody gets one of these.
Randy Moss in the NFL? So, this is the first race you finished with no... Did you have any issues, like flats?
Just dirt derailleur last and a half.
Yeah, just mud.
Yeah.
So, it's the jersey. We finally got you in an Impakt jersey.
Yeah. Good luck.
A little bit of Arma, a little bit of Cushcore,
Impakt Media specialized
That's
all
right.
the way. Made it, couldn't believe it. I mean,
You've become
Took a beat
an
down
inspiration. I mean,
I'm not
last
quitting.
race,
I'm not quitting.
my motor blew and you pushed me to the finish, and you had no tire on your rim, and you finished. Today, you finished, and everybody's there cheering you on, and you're signing autographs and kissing babies, and it was
slapping asses.
oh man.
Throwing grandpap chips and war medals off the bridge. I mean, I was giving it all, whatever it took today.
Nice ride, man.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Dave.
What's up?
Dave, number 2. Hey, we got off the start. Like,
We did it.
you gonna touch that Lamborghini like that?
Yes, I am. Bring it to this hole.
We all got a heck of a start, and
It was a good start. It was a tight start, but we got out of there. What did we get out of there? 1, 2, 3, 4?
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
I jumped on your tail and rode your tail for a good ways, and then had some quicker riders come up behind us. But we were, we're out here racing and had a good time. Lots of mechanical. I think the mud caused me to jump off that bike numerous times, get it out. But overall, good race.
What's it like racing with your son's in the pro class? He's our XC1 guy. What's the high point you guys crossed the finish line together?
Yep.
That didn't happen today.
Pretty close though.
Yeah,
Close.
I was
pretty close.
got into pass him, and then my chain sucked.
Yeah, so
we ended up passing. We ended up finishing within a minute of one another. So
Yeah.
that was.
What's it like racing with your son though? Because I mean, he's been a high level racer for a long time, but until EMTB, you weren't out there racing in the same field.
No, I was not out there racing. Went to a lot of races and watched him race, and
I lost my pit crew.
Yeah, we lost our video guy. He's racing now.
The great thing about EMTB is it just gives you an opportunity to kind of get back out there and do it. I had stopped riding for quite a while after he had really gotten a lot faster, and being able to have an EMTB bike, EMTB really allows you to just kind of jump back in the mix. And we don't ride on the same class, that's okay, but we're running the same course, we're talking about the same laps, we're experiencing the same weather.
You guys get to do track walk together and strategize.
It's just really an opportunity to stay in the game, and certainly I want him to do well, do better than I do, but being able to be with the whole team, it's an opportunity that I'd tell anyone to do it. Get back out there and ride.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the great things about e-bikes.
Awesome. Good ride, guys. It was muddy today. Here's my bike. Oh man, the chain really dug into the. Yeah. So chain broke last lap. But that's okay. I mean, everybody's bike was having mechanicals. I mean, you can see the mud. I felt good. I've been training with ATP coaching, Coach Tony Wolf, and then I've been working with Cassandra Holbert into performance nutrition. And this year for me, it's trying to go from a BMX racer with no stamina, that's heavier than he should be, slimming down, working on the endurance, and working with those guys and girls. I've noticed a difference. So I felt really good today. About second lap in, I was like, all right, I feel good, but then I started to have bike issues with the chain because it was so muddy, and I knew I've got to stay out of the mud. I've got to let off and ride smart and just finish. And the last downhill before the finish, came off the downhill onto the flat, sprinting out to what should have been my white flag, meaning I had one more lap to go, and my chain snapped. So I just stood at the finish line until the leader came through and ran my bike through the finish line. So I should have been another lap than I was, but my goal was to finish today, and I did. So today was interesting. What a historic day. I'm third in points right now in the class. Adam just took the lead, which is awesome. Racing at Loretta Lynn's well, today wasn't a treat. It was fun, but it was muddy, but just such a historic place, and the whole team, everybody had a great time. And thank you to everybody that's been helping us this year with 6D helmets and Cush Core. I mean, Colin wouldn't have finished today without the Cush Cores in, and Arma Sport with the nutrition supplement support for us, and Specialized Bikes and Walmsley Cycles, and obviously everybody at Impakt Media and Impakt Results that are doing their thing and putting these videos together. So we got through it. Time to clean these bad boys up. Well, this is, I guess, not technically the aftermath of the Loretta Lynn's GNCC EMTB race. We already pressure washed, well, not pressure washed, we use a low pressure washer. Shout out to Works. We sprayed these off at the racetrack. They were so muddy, we weren't gonna even load them in. But, you know, give you an idea, I mean, these are the shoes I wore just in the pit area. I didn't race in these. These are the shoes I used to walk down to registration. I already hosed off my race shoes. We still gotta get this clean, snap my chain so I don't have a chain on here. Got some rusting. Just, I mean, it's disheartening when you have a expensive high-level bike and it looks like this. There's still some work to be done, so we're gonna use our friends at Petey's sent over some fresh loam foam. I'm excited to use the degreaser. Keep in mind there's no grease to degrease on here because it's all literally was washed away by the mud and the grit. We're still gonna use it to make sure it's clean, so I'm excited to give these a shot. It has like a, it literally smells like mouthwash. I like mouthwash, so that's a good thing. The directions say give it 3 to 5 minutes and then blast it off with a hose. But I mean, look, this thing is filthy. So we're gonna scrub it, and then we'll blast it off because there's no product on the market that's gonna break loose just stuff like this. So we're gonna have to get in there and scrub. It smells great. Let's see what it does. So I didn't scrub the tires, I just sprayed the stuff on it and it literally did just eat it all off. That's super impressive. Watch this. I usually always have to scrub down the tires. But that loam foam literally took it all straight off. Sweet. So I did find this. These are supposed to spin freely. Look at this. This is how locked up they are from the grit and the grime. Like they literally, they won't. I mean, I can force them to move. I assume those are gonna have to completely come apart, but we'll give the degreaser a shot. It's not really an issue of, it's not an issue of grease here. It's an issue of just grit and grime that are in there, and I really don't know if this is gonna do anything. It's beyond really what it's supposed to do. This is, I think, inside of the bearings, but we'll let that sit. There's no grease on here, but we're gonna spray it on here anyways and just try to get some of the rust and any of the grime out of it that's still there. See what happens. All right, we're down in Fairmont. We got an exciting day today with the Valley Falls Enduro. First e-bike allowed enduro race they've ever had. So we've got some of the guys. We're gonna rip it up today.
Say again? Oh, that's from another race we did. We just took it off. Yeah, we just took it off. I didn't want to confuse anybody. All right, Luke, we're getting ready, bud.
Yeah, I feel like we're the bastards of the event with our e-bikes.
They just walk by and look at us.
Yeah. Don't even say hi.
Oh, these guys have been dreading this. They've been for years probably saying, these e-bikes gonna ruin the industry. You'll never be the same.
I'll
Then 10 years,
smoke them.
then 10 years from now, I'll be like, I remember when those first e-bikes came. There was only 3 of them.
And you talk about sketchy.
Oh.
Like, I couldn't stop with some of this stuff. Like there was twice I actually dismounted before I got to the rock garden and walked because I'm like, there's no way I'm making that.
Did
Like,
you
I'm
guys
gonna
do?
hit one, I'm not gonna bounce over the bars.
Did you guys do roadside trail? The last stage, the final stage? Yeah. The chute at the very top, straight up and down section, straight up and down, and then it goes into a hard left.
The loose dirt one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
Dude,
She
it is
walked
so steep.
I got like to where I could get stopped or whatever. I was like, and I got like, you might want to walk.
Yeah, no, dude.
I just started going, and then I'm just like, I'm not sure I can stop, but I'm also not sure I can stop.
Yeah, right.
So like I had the back end locked up, and the front end like it was kind of half sideways, and just modulating speed, and I was still booking pretty
I told
good.
her, I was like, hey, let me know what the dirt's like, because I'm thinking last time, like, if it gets muddy, oh my God.
I ended up having like low 18 or 17 PSI in the rear and 17 front.
Yeah.
And I actually cranked up my fork and shock.
You can ride it. It's like the trail we rode on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I cranked up the air and the
Crazy.
Then you just wait. Because if I go behind you, I'm never gonna catch you anyways.
Oh, you can go behind Asher or go behind me.
Okay. Luke, I'm gonna ride with the girl.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out today.
I'll make sure Rachel.
Good. All right, stage one is done. Everybody got through it safely. That's the goal today, you know. Nathan Meisner, our pro, this is his kind of natural discipline, so he's comfy on it, but the rest of us aren't, so we're going to... Did you turn your GoPro off? So we got Coop running the GoPro, Ashley, who is our women's class racer for next year. Her and her husband Aaron are out here riding with us today. So what we're doing now is transferring to stage 2. So we don't get timed on these segments. If you're not familiar with enduro, you only get timed on certain segments. So we're just kind of moseying to the next one. There he is! Yeah, Dave, good line, brother. Whew.
Is that big dog?
The arm pump is real. Dude, I was feeling arm pump on that bad boy. So enduro is something a little bit different, not a part of the GNCC series, but we had the opportunity to race this more gravity-oriented event. It was right in our backyard, so we took advantage of it. Everybody did super well, but ultimately it's really was just a training weekend for us as we get ready to move into the final rounds of the season. Adam sat this race out just because he's in the hunt for the title, but the rest of us, Nate and Cooper, Cannon, Dave, Kneff, Dave Meisner, myself, had a lot of fun, but now it's time to get ready to head to the Mountaineer GNCC in Beckley, West Virginia.